Welcome to This Is, where we have a very special guest today, Dave2D himself. Dave, how are you doing today?
Feeling pretty 3D, dude.
I'm surprised. I'm used to seeing you sort of in the 2D mode. So Dave, we're going to show you a list of 10 different tech items, and you need to give us 2 answers per tech item. First of all, what the actual item is. Second of all, what year it came out, and we do have a plus or minus 1 year handicap. Dave2D, are you ready to enter the This Is Matrix?
I'll be honest, I'm not. Like, I feel like the moment year is involved on something like this, it becomes incredibly difficult.
Well, the good thing is you have a handicap, right? So if you're plus or minus a year, you're totally fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Plus, if you don't know the piece of tech, you can just guess the year, like kind of get vaguely right, and you can still get points. Because to win our wager, you only need 50% of these right. So you could get the year on every single one correct and the name of every single one wrong. You still are a This Is winner with your tweet of doom. Do you have a tweet ready for us?
Not yet. I'm sure I'll prime one for you guys.
All right, let's start with item number 1.
Is this even a real product? I may have done a video on this. So it's a double screened device. The one that comes to mind is some Asus device, but that's not it. If this is the difficulty, like if this is the caliber of questions, I'm so screwed.
So before you lock in your answer, I will say, usually we have a phone account available where you can call our wonderful friend Ken Polito. However, that is no longer available since Ken is taking the day off. So instead, you can do a phone-o-mat, and Matt may or may not know the answers to these questions since he found them all.
Okay, I'm gonna guess that it's a product made by Lenovo. A yoga something. A yoga book.
What year do you think this Lenovo yoga book came out?
2018.
Dave2D, you've impressed millions and millions with your delightful videos. And in this particular question, for question number 1, you were incorrect. This is the Acer Iconia 6120 from, get this, 2011. So this was a dual screen laptop with that fully virtual keyboard. This one's bizarre. I had never seen this one in my life.
I definitely didn't do a video on this.
Yeah. So we tricked you. Not all of these products you've done videos on. Some of them you have, some of them you haven't. This one's a weirdo oddball. So it's okay, it's okay. You got 9 more questions. You're still completely in the game.
I'm gonna eat some dirt on this one. All right, let's do it. Number 2.
All right, number 2, let's do it.
Oh, dude, I gotta think. It's not a 1+1, or it's either 1+1 or 2. It's iconic. It's totally 1+. Everything about it, the fingerprint sensor, the shape of it, it's 1+. It's either a 2 or a 3, and I'm so disappointed in myself that I don't know this. I feel like there's something about the UI that I should be like, if I knew my Android versions better, I feel like those icons are a tell. No, I rescind that. I'm gonna go 1+2. I'm gonna go for year 2000 and. Do I have to just go back in time here? No, to speed things up, I'm just gonna guess here. 2016.
My 3D friend, your deductive reasoning on this one, while very thorough, is also 100% correct. It is the 1+2 from 2015, but that's inside the handicap. So congratulations, you get full points on this one.
I feel good about that.
All the older, like that sort of mid-generation of Android phone especially, so many of those phones to me look, just in my mind, it's just one blob of a phone. Like it's like, oh, it's a little difference here, a little difference there, but they all look so similar. Dave, you're actually in good shape now. So with that, you are actually at the 50% threshold. So you are 100% of the game. If you can stay at this level, you will be a This Is winner. Let's move on to item number 3.
Look at that keyboard, dude. That looks like straight up old AF and like mechanical AF.
Look, I'm just gonna be real. This one's a little unfair. I'm just floating that out there. This one's a little unfair. I'm gonna take.
There's no unfair.
There is unfair. There is unfair all the time. Dave, I'm gonna give you an extra handicap. I'm gonna give you plus or minus 2 years on this one. So if you can get within 2 years of the date of this laptop, I will give you points for that.
Okay, I'm gonna call my friend. I'm gonna call Matt.
Hey.
So
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, but I feel like I need your help on this one.
You know, being so perceptive, I can tell you that this is the Canon Note Jet.
No, it's not.
It is in fact the Canon Note Jet.
Okay,
And,
what year is it from?
What do you like? What do you like about me?
The end. The end. Hang up. Hang up.
I feel like you have a very nice personality that likes to help people on game shows.
Oh, Dave2D, I like you. It's from 1992.
I feel like he gave me the year. His year of 1992, I believe. But a Canon Note Jet? No way.
Oh, so you think he lied to you? Oh, did you not tell him that you love This Is Enough?
I don't know. I feel like he wanted more from me. I'm gonna go with 1992, but for product model, I'm gonna go with IBM Notebook 5000.
Dave, for question number 3, you were very perceptive, and yes, you are correct. It is 1992, but the model of this is, in fact, the Canon NoteJet BN120C.
I just threw that one out the window.
You're super nice. I was trying to help.
Oh, it has a printer built in?
So it's underneath the keyboard. So that's why Canon made it. It's bizarre, it's weird, but don't doubt Matt, I guess, is the moral of the story here.
My brain didn't even go into that realm of possibility that there could be a printer built in.
All right, well, Dave, after 3 questions, you are at 3 of 6 potential points. So you're actually still absolutely in the game. So let's move on to question number 4.
Oh, dude, easy. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I believe it's the HP Omen X. This type of product with the double screen is super rare, right? Not a lot of companies have done it, so that's why my memory of this is just a little better. So HP Omen X, I'm gonna go for 2019. It's probably 2018, but I'm going for the plus minus because it could have been this year that I did it. So I'm going for 2019.
It doesn't matter because you were dead on regardless. Yes, this is the HP Omen X from 2019. So Dave, you did a video on this not that long ago. I didn't know if this is a year old at this point.
Yeah, you lose track of time on this type of stuff, but it felt recent enough.
Got very good news for you right now. You were at 5 of 8 points. You are well above 50% right now.
Hey guys, hey, hold on. I won this 10-second ad spot from a recent This Is episode, so Austin, take it away.
Hello everyone, and thank you very much for subscribing to Sarah's podcast, That Creative Life, available at the link in the description, where you can find the most recent episode that I was on with Sarah. Oh joy. Let's move on to question number 5.
Some of these feel so hard. Okay, I'm thinking either HP or Acer. They're the companies that do like the rounded bubbly stuff. Oh, also Sony. Some of their older stuff was like that too. And that battery, see that hump? That looks like a detachable battery. We'll go with 2009.
Okay, got it, 2009.
Sony Chromebook 5.
My friend, with your voluminous knowledge of tech, large and small, powerful and terrible, for this question, you were 50% correct. It is the 2010 Toshiba AC100. And it is actually not a Chromebook. This is the very first Android laptop.
Interesting.
This thing was, I don't want to say terrible, but terrible is, I think, a good word for it. Yeah, super weird, super bizarre. This was pre-Chromebook, which I think actually started shipping in 2011. So there was obviously some market for something that was not Linux, but also wasn't like running Windows. But I mean, this thing looks straight just like a crappy old netbook.
But hey, half there, we're good.
My friend, you were doing very well so far. So why don't we move on to item number 6?
I feel like I should know this really well. I think I can kind of like stumble my way there. It's definitely an Acer product. It's Triton. That's the moniker. Okay, we'll get there. Okay, for year we're gonna go with 2019. The Acer Triton 900.
Dave2D, I'm not even gonna play with you. Full points. That is absolutely the Acer Predator Triton 900 from 2019.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
I think it looks cool. It has that very sort of Acer looking aesthetic.
No, that's definitely an interesting looking machine. I never actually got to use one, like this exact one though. I never got to try this thing. It just looks super cool.
At this point, Dave, you're actually in very good shape. You are at 8 points. You only need to hit 10 points and you have clinched the game. So at this point, you've got 4 questions to get 2 points.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
All right. Well, then let's move on to question number 7.
What? I'm thinking a gaming phone, cause the wallpaper. I'm assuming this is marketing material. That wallpaper looks straight up like Asian gaming phone. So okay, this is the thing that comes to mind. I feel like it's a Black Shark phone. Like they made something like this a couple years ago or last year. And I also feel like if there was a white phone like this or like a gray phone like this, I would have been all over it. Like I would have been really interested to get it in. Okay. I'm gonna go with Black Shark 3. I'm going with 2019 again. I don't think it's actually 2019, but I want to be in the middle there for the plus minus again.
Dave, I've got to say, you've really had me going for these last few phones, but actually you're 100% incorrect. This is the ROG phone.
What?
No, it's not. I'm just kidding. It's the Black Shark 2. I'm just screwing with you.
Oh, it's a Black Shark 2? It came in white like this?
Apparently so. I don't know. I guess you just must have missed out on this colorway or something.
What year was it?
It was 2019, so you do get 50% points, which means you're very, very close to clenching this one.
I want that clinch.
All right, let's move on to question number 8.
Okay, there's no way I'm getting this product name. It almost looks like an old Dell product. There's no clues. The weird thing to me is that they would even try to do something like this with seemingly no. I'm gonna go for 2010. Okay, 2010 is my and the Acer folder.
Dave, you have amazed me with your impeccable tech knowledge. You have done an incredible job of deciphering the clues. But for this one, you actually kind of talked yourself out of it. It actually is a Dell. This is the Dell Adamo, but I'm very happy to report it's from 2009, which means you do get the point for the year.
So it did fold like this? I'm not mistaken, it actually folds.
That is the way that the laptop is meant to be used. Obviously super thin for a 2009 device, but obviously a little bit of a questionable design choice. But look how thin that thing looks. For 2009, that is pretty impressive.
That's pretty cool that they made something like that, because I feel like they wouldn't do that today, not in terms of like experimental designs like this.
Dave, I'm actually very happy to report that you have reached the 50% threshold. So at this point, we obviously have a couple questions left, but at this point, you can just take your tweet and walk away. Or you can continue playing for our double or nothing bonus round. You don't have to make a decision yet. We still have a couple questions that you can just breeze through because it doesn't matter, you've clinched. Let's move on to question number 9.
This was the water-cooled one. Dude, for like the longest time, I thought that was like some crazy speaker setup. I may have even done a review on this so long ago. No disrespect to the company, but this is just stupid because it is so not scalable. They would run piping, like water cooling piping, through the laptop. I forget, you know what, it's been so long. I think that's how it worked. That's crazy, man, that they even attempted something like this. It's made by Asus. It's an ROG, it's got the ROG like language all over it. The ROG GX, I'm just guessing here. The GX901. The year, let's go 2007. I think it's 2018 actually, but I'm guessing 2017 for the Flex.
Okay, for the Flex. Dave, the Flex is 100% correct. It is the 2017 Asus ROG GX 800VH. And what really made this crazy, in addition to the water cooling, is there was water cooling dual GTX 1080s and SLI.
Oh yes, that's why they needed that, dude.
Do you want to take a guess, just for fun, at how much this cost?
Oh my god. Like 6,000 US.
You are exactly correct. It was $6,000. I'm all out here for weird, cool designs, but this was like one step too far of like, just look at how thick it is. Like, look at that USB port and look how thick the laptop is, not even counting the water cooling dock.
That'd have been like 30 pounds to bring around. Holy smokes.
All right. Well, Dave, it's time to move on to potentially the final question, question number 10.
It's either Xiaomi or Huawei. It's a MacBook clone, and this was the best they could do. I feel like if Huawei was doing this though, they would do a better job of the edges. You can tell that bottom panel is not a good, right? It's not a good fit. They just stuck underneath it. I'm going with Xiaomi. I'm gonna go 2018. But the model is, I forget what they call them, the Xiaomi Mi Book 13. I'm going with that. Xiaomi Mi Book 13, 2018.
Dave, this is a laptop, to be fair, which originally came out in 2016, but this is specifically the 2019 model. Very few differences, but the fingerprint as well as the color, a couple of them. So you get the point for that. This is the Xiaomi Mi Notebook Air.
Notebook Air. Of course!
So Dave, I'm very happy to report you have won the This Is game in style. So if you'd like, you can take your tweet, you can tell the entire world whatever you'd like from the This Is handle, call it a day. Or you can go double or nothing on a final bonus question. The stakes are simple. If you lose, you walk away with nothing. You're obviously still a This Is winner, nothing can take that away from you, but you will leave with no tweet, no prize. If you are successful, however, you will get a 30-second ad spot on This Is where we will read whatever you would like us to read in a legitimate, actual upcoming This Is episode. However, the catch is you have no handicap, so you need to get the year and the model name basically dead on.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Chances are I'm not even gonna use your ad spot for anything real.
We can literally talk about the color teal for 30 seconds if that's what you'd like. Whatever you want.
Okay.
Now that you've opted to go for the double or nothing question, let's take a look at our final bonus item.
I feel like I've seen this like multiple times. It's so clean, dude. This is a real product? This is real? This isn't conceptual?
This is a real product that's shipped to real consumers. So I'm gonna give you a very slight handicap on this one. No, just a very slight one. This is one of those model numbers that has a bunch of numbers on the end. You don't have to get those. You just have to get the actual model name and the year correct.
What is that thing on the bottom left? That's not a speaker. Like, what would that be for? Oh, it's a camera. It's on the bottom. My guess in terms of manufacturer, who's got the bankroll to make something like this? Let's call it the Sony tablet. And for year, I'm gonna go with 2016.
My friend, after 10 grueling questions and an 11th bonus question, the This Is game is officially at its end, and you are unfortunately wrong. This is the 2014 Dell Venue 8.
Oh my God. I think I covered this thing.
There's an Intel Atom processor in here based on when they were really pushing Android on ARM or on x86.
Austin, I made a video on this.
Did you really?
I made a video on this. It was like the second or third video I ever did. That is so embarrassing.
It's okay. If it makes you feel better, I was the very first participant in this game, and it was almost entirely things that I had done videos on, and I got almost all of them wrong.
I actually think this was like the second or third video I ever did.
It's actually, Matt says it's actually your very first video.
Very good.
It's okay, Dave. You've been a great sport, and don't forget, you still won the game, right? This is the double or nothing, but you still technically won the game. You might not have your ad spot, but I'll tweet what you want any day anyway, so it's fine.
But it was fun playing this. This was actually way more enjoyable than I thought it could be. I thought we'd be sitting here like roasting me of how poorly I know tech, but
No, see, we try to get a good balance.
thanks, dude. Thanks for having me.
So when you go to youtube.com/Dave2D, you can find lots of wonderful videos all about technology that I'm too lazy to cover.
That's right.
Thank you very much for coming on. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe here on This Is for lots more game shows and other tech shenanigans. Until next time, Dave, would you like to play us out with a little song, perhaps? Would you like to stretch your legs and pretend that you're not sitting this whole time?
I'm not sitting. I'm standing. Or am I standing? Or am I sitting? Okay. Dude, just cut it. Just kill it.